Hello guys, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play.
So, virtual machines.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
If you don't know what virtual machines are, these are amazing tools, right? Virtual machines allow you to install any operating system of your choice inside of a closed container. It allows you to experience older operating systems or even newer operating systems on unsupported devices, or just because maybe you want to install Windows 7 again and relive those memories, but your device does not support Windows 7 because it just doesn't have the drivers for it. Now you can install it on top of your already existing Windows machine, or even Linux or Mac if you have a Mac. It can be an Intel. It has to be an Intel for Windows 7 to be installed, or any version of Windows prior Windows 10. And another common use case for a virtual machine is if you have malware that has either been sent to you via messages or emails. You can install them on this virtual machine and not have to worry about any sort of tracking and stuff. And even if the virtual machine gets bricked, then you don't have to worry about the fact that your system is going to be broken, because you have a virtual machine there to install any virus of your choice. So if your virtual machine gets bricked, you can either go back to a state where it was completely fine, or you can completely remove the virtual machine and start from scratch.
Yeah, boy.
I'm going to show you how to install a virtual machine, aka Windows 7 virtual machine, inside of VirtualBox. Now, VirtualBox is a virtual machine software which allows you to have virtual machines, use them, and generally just mess about with virtual machines. Okay, so you're going to have to go into your web browser, so it can either be Firefox, any sort of web browser. You're going to have to go to the link in the description down below. This is the download link for Windows 7. You can either download the ISO image directly, or you can download the torrent with a torrent downloader like QBitTorrent, and download it through there with faster download speeds. I've already downloaded this, but this includes Windows 7 SP1, all versions 32-bit and 64-bit as listed up here. After you've downloaded that ISO image, you're going to have to go into Oracle VirtualBox's web page. Then click on the download button. Scroll all the way down till you see VirtualBox older builds. Click on VirtualBox 6.1. Click on Windows Host and it will download automatically. Then click on Extension Pack. Now, for some reason, the server for the VirtualBox download for the extension packs are just coming up with this error. You'll have to triple click with your mouse, right click, and then copy. Then type in archive.org. Alright? The Internet Archive. Then type in on the Wayback Machine up right here, as you can see my mouse is pointing up here. Control V. Enter. Now you'll see 2025. Go to the latest snapshot and click here, and it just should start downloading the .extension pack. Now, I've already downloaded all of this, so I don't have to download any of it. However, once you have downloaded those, so you're going to have to install VirtualBox as if it was any old installer for Windows, Linux, or Mac OS. Once you have downloaded and installed that, double click onto VirtualBox. Go into your downloads folder, double click the extension file, the .extension. You should just click install and wait for it to install. Once that is installed, you can now move on to the virtual machine.
Oh my god! Wow!
So click on new on the top right here in your window, then type in the name of your virtual machine. I'm just going to name it Windows 7, but you can name it whatever. Now, the version of Windows 7 you want is either 32-bit for Windows 7 32-bit, if you decide to install 32-bit, and Windows 7 64-bit. Now, for maximum application compatibility, I'm going to choose 64-bit, but you can choose 32-bit if you wish. Click on Next, and here is your RAM, your random access memory. I'm going to set it to 16GB RAM, but if you have only like 8GB, set it to less than 4, like 2 gigabytes, or even 1 gig if you but I'm just going to set it to 16 because I have that amount spare. Create a virtual hard disk now and create. Click on next, next, and allocate as much as you want. I'm just going to set 72 gigabytes as the maximum and click create. So click on settings here, click on system, floppy drive on the boot order, select that off and then select it and set it all the way down because that's no longer needed. Processor, you can give it 2 CPU cores or 1, depends. Displays, click on enable 3D acceleration and then set video memory all the way up. Storage, now if you see this empty CD drive icon, click on it and then look by here, you should see the CD drop down. Choose a disk file. Now once you've downloaded it should either be in your downloads folder or any folder that you picked. I've set it to my desktop so it's for easy access. I'm going to double click it. So now you need to go into audio and enable audio input, so your microphone, you can directly speak into the microphone and it will also link up to the virtual machine. Network, serial ports, USB ports. So USBs, if you have any USB drives that you want to insert into the virtual machine, you can if you want. But all of these should be fine. I'm gonna mess about with the user interface and set this to the top of the screen in full screen, mainly because it's just easier. And I'm gonna click OK. Make sure that if you don't have a right control key on your keyboard, click on File, Preferences, Input, Virtual Machine, and then Host Key Combination. It should already be set as right control, but I'm going to set it as Control Alt because it's easier for me to use. And click OK. Now this is the easiest part. Hopefully you can start the virtual machine now to get started. So now I'm going to full screen this. So wait until Windows is loading files and it should just start Windows Installer. If it doesn't, then there's a problem, but if there is, it's fine. Now you're going to select your time and currency format. I'm going to select mine as United Kingdom because that's where I am, and click next. Then click install now and it should move on to the next stage of the setup. Now, on this installer, we have multiple options to choose from. For this video, I'm going to choose Windows 7 Home Premium x64, 64-bit, because that's the architecture I set the virtual machine as. And I'm going to click Next. I accept the license terms and conditions. Just click Next after you select that, and select Custom. Now, if you want to set partition with multiple versions of operating systems, you can click Drive Options, New, and then allocate as much as you want, and click Apply, but I'm not going to. Just click on Next after the drive is selected, and so I'm back after making a cup of coffee. Now, this is the Windows user setup account page. So in this dialog thing, in this little box, you're gonna have to type in your username, and obviously this is our channel name, so it has to be Chaz_Bun. Click Next. Type in a password, in which I am going to do, and then retype your password. It can be blank if you want, and obviously the password hint is required for this, so that's my password hint. Click Next, and click Skip if you don't have an activation key. If you already do, it's fine, you can just use it now. Use recommended settings. Time zone should automatically be selected, but if it's not, select the time zone. Click next, and home network. Okay, so Windows has loaded. Windows 7 install has finished loading. Now it's moving on to the exciting but hopeful part, is the drivers. Now click on your Windows Explorer, computer, and then eject the CD drive. Click on click on devices, insert guest edition CD image, in which then we can double click on yes, and it should load up prompt for installation of drivers, or you can just close the Windows Explorer or File Explorer window and click next on the dialog, next again, and install. Now a pop-up may show up in a few seconds like this, in which you have to always trust software from Oracle Corporations and click install. Click reboot now if it prompts you to reboot, and click finish, and wait it out until it reboots. So now you're going to type in your password and enter. If you have no password, either just click enter or just wait for it to log in. The desktop. Now click on the Start menu, Control Panel, we love Control Panel. Click on Appearance and Personalization. Now here is where you have to hope something doesn't go wrong. You're going to click on Personalization and then click on Windows 7. Hope and pray that this happens where you have the nice glossy arrow effect. However, we're not done yet. We have to resize the display to its window. So click on View, Auto Resize Guest Display off, View, Auto Resize Guest Display on. Now it should just stretch up and you can just resize the display to whatever you want really. It doesn't really matter. And now you've got Windows 7 installed inside of the virtual machine on your main system. So we have Windows 10 here, and we have Windows 7 running at the same time, with drivers by the way. But yeah, this is it for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. If you have any errors or you just want to share some love, please comment down below. And share this video with all your friends and family members who you may think are interested in this sort of thing. Because, as you know, viruses are spreading like wild, and you gotta be protected somehow. And this is one way to protect yourself from a virus, is running a virtual machine. Either running the same operating system as what you got currently running on your system, or just running an older version, or an entirely new operating system like Linux, Mac OS, or if you're on certain systems and you already got the software, you can run Windows. Again. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another video.